morning coffee. I'm tired of this drama. I'm just trying to live my life, be a good dad, and move forward with my life. Um, the only reason I would post a video like I posted yesterday is because there were some serious allegations towards me that are untrue, unfounded, and potentially could cost me my entire future. So naturally, I'm going to respond accordingly to degrade the character of the other person involved, which unfortunately is the mother of my children. Yes, I went online first, speaking about how I wasn't going to be treated this way anymore, but she told me that Athena might not be my child. So, in between that and things that she was saying about June, I left to protect them. I didn't leave my children because I wanted to abandon them. I left them because I didn't want them to grow up thinking that that was normal, that a relationship like that was normal. And it is my fault. It's my fault because I let her treat me that way. If I didn't agree with her, she would divorce me. And she would make me grovel to beg for her not to get a divorce because she knew that I loved my family the most and my family was my everything. So I'm only on here because, like, everything's public, and I'm an educator. It's really my passion in life, and you guys are all watching this all unfold, and it's important that there's some context, there's some truth behind things. I'm not innocent. Like, I've called my wife some pretty horrible names, but she was cheating on me, and I was betrayed. She's saying that she cheated on me when we were not married. That's not true because it was a traditional wedding. I paid the bride price. I left for LA, a place that I never been to, for her career, and then she was sleeping with other men. So naturally, I was betrayed and hurt. So um, she's the fact, and then her excuse was that we weren't married because we had a traditional wedding, but there was no legal piece of paperwork. So it is true that she came in on a K-1 visa, fiancé visa, because it was easier. It was a strategy because we could have got legally married in Nigeria, but it's harder actually to immigrate somebody in on a spousal visa because you're married than it is for a fiancé visa. So we decided to wait till she got here and had a wedding here legally, and all that while I was here living in hostels for her dream, she was with other men. The comments that I made about Korra being a chronic cheater were inaccurate to my knowledge. She cheated at the beginning of the relationship. It caused a rift. I have forgiven her, and we have tried to move on. All the comments about these children not being mine are absolutely false. These are my children. I love them. And all other statements that I made in that post are accurate and correct. So, yeah, I started all of this because I was hurt. Because the woman that I loved told me that the child in her belly wasn't mine, potentially. So I had to, and put yourself in my position. I delivered that child. I caught her in the pool. You all saw it. You all saw the live. You all saw me in the bloody pool. I didn't know until the moment that I saw her face that that child was mine. So, yeah. The only reason I'm talking about this is I have no desire to fight. I have no desire to do anything other than co-parent in peace for my kids. My kids are going to grow up learning of this stuff, and that just kills me inside. It didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to do this. Um, the only reason that I'm even talking about this now is because I have been accused of beating my children. I've been accused of beating her, and that's not true. And that's already played out in court, and it's perjury. It's a felony. It's 3 years in prison. So if she doesn't shut her mouth, I'm going to be pressing charges, and she's going to be in an orange suit in prison because that's perjury. You can't say that kind of stuff about people, especially doctors in the United States, without there being consequences. Yeah, my kids will grow up seeing this, and I'm making sure that there's an account of my side of the story because if the internet never forgets, as everyone always reminds me, and I love my kids dearly, and I loved Korra dearly. I did. All the horrible things that happened, all the horrible betrayals that happened to me. I was a lovesick puppy that kept just putting up with the toxicity, the lies, the cheating, and everything else. Um, and the more and more I find out about her and what she was doing to me, um, um, yeah. No, she did. She said my kids came back with bruises, which is basically accusing me of child abuse. Um, that's I would never. I don't. I would never spank my children. I would never hit my children. I love my children dearly. It's amazing on here. I want them brought up with morals and respect. That's right. Because I'm standing up for what's right now. There's some allegations made against me that are not true. And because they're not true, my my lawyer even told me to stand up for myself. So I'm telling you they're not true. And if they were true, I wouldn't have the kids. I wouldn't have the kids Monday through Wednesday. If she wants to block that, you know, that's her choice. But it's not gonna be good for her in court. So in general, we need to stop fighting. I'm not trying to fight with her. If she wants to continue to put out false allegations and lies against my character, especially when it's related to domestic violence, I will continue to have to react accordingly to discredit her character as a human. Um, Women don't cheat when they're pregnant. That's just not natural. That's not normal. That's risky behavior. That's just not okay. You know. So those of you that are supporting her, um, you're supporting a woman that commits adultery while carrying a man's child. That's what you're supporting. I'm not innocent. Please don't support me. But if you're supporting her, you're supporting that you find that behavior acceptable.
Where I'm from, it is a taboo to be divorced. You cannot be divorced. That's why many people live and die in sad marriages. Because your family will rather see you die than for you to be divorced in some cases. And so I'm not going to swear for anybody. Oh, this is not a swearing party. This is not I'm not swearing for him. I'm not swearing for anybody. This is not a naked and swear situation. So let's start. I'm going to start with asking for forgiveness. Asking for forgiveness for the decisions that I made that were not in alignment with my destiny. Asking for forgiveness for my ancestors. One drop for them. I'm going to ask for forgiveness. Then I'm going to continue and start by saying if there's any way I cheated on this man with his child in my womb, as he's claiming online every way, may I never have peace. I say so because my people know what I'm doing is not a joke. We don't play with our sweat. We don't play with it. If I cheated on him with his child in my stomach, like he's claiming she cheated, this is a woman who cheated 4 months pregnant, may I never have peace. But if I didn't, and he is saying this till today, anybody that he sees and meets, he's saying it, that I cheated, may he not have peace until he apologizes to my child, Athena. May he not have peace until he restitutes for his actions. May he not have peace. Because me, I cannot shout. My own destiny is not me. It's not my hands. I'm just living and walking my path in this life. I'm not orchestrating nada. I'm just going with the wind, going with the flow, going with the wind and the flow and the waves of my life and my destiny. This man is talking boboriki bogobigi. Is this witchcraft? You go soon learn now. If I did not cheat on you with your baby in my belly, and you are telling everybody that I did it, 5,000, 6,000 people, you are saying it and rubbishing my name and the name of my ancestors. You are playing with fire. You are playing with what? Fire. But if you restitute to your child, I've said my own. No. One drop for that. But may you never find peace. And if I did it, and I'm coming to life to come and lie, may I never find peace. Hey, your Dr. Dean is coming on live. I loved a man, gave him 2 children, and he's lying to the world. Today is the first time I saw his live video saying that I cheated on him 4 months pregnant with Athena. If I didn't do it, he would pay for it. You can't do that and go scot-free. No. You can't do that and go scot-free. I don't understand how you Oyibo people do it. But where I'm from, you can't do that to a mother of your children and go scot-free.
So she was silent because she knew what she was going to say was a lie. Now she's not silent and she's lying. You can prove that she's lying. I've already proven it in court. And I don't want to fight. So I hope she watches this video. I'm not trying to fight. If she does something that makes me react, because I have to defend my character, my livelihood, which I have text messages of her showing, of saying that she is going to make sure that I never work again. She has threatened me, blackmail.
Everything Korra did was in self-defense, because the person to start when it comes to war, the person that starts the war, the the person that starts the war is the most, perhaps the most important person to end it, right? You start a war, you throw poop, then you hide your hands and say, oh, it wasn't me, oh no, I'm such a victim. And it's like, okay, but I got all these people that helped me, bully my ex for years. And all of a sudden, these people have amnesia. Oh dear.
On several occasions. So I'm I don't want to fight.